4 Tao lessons that will help you deal with difficult people. Real strength is the ability to respond correctly and hold yourself correctly in front of those who are trying to turn us into what we are not, weak and humiliated people. The teachings of Tao give us wise guidance on how to interact with difficult people, those who drain our energy and often put obstacles in our way. In such situations, Lao Tzu recommended staying composed and releasing negative energy, thereby taking power away from those who rob you of peace. In our crazy world, in order to survive, we often have to coexist against our will with some very specific people. In particular, with characters who show passive aggression and narcissism. You can meet them in almost any group. They insult, try to manipulate, and in the end, annoy you simply by their presence. Tao, one of the most important concepts in Chinese philosophy, teaches, among other things, how to manage your emotions and improve your communication skills. And it doesn't matter that Lao Tzu lived many centuries ago, his advice is still relevant today. Lesson 1. Manage difficult people without engaging in direct battle. Defeating the enemy without fighting, that is the pinnacle, said Sun Tzu. In Tao, life is compared to the flow of a river. We need to release resistance in order to become aligned with the harmony of the world. Using force and entering into confrontation are the antithesis of the Taoist idea, which instead encourages moving forward with courage and flexibility. So if you get into an active argument with difficult people, in the end, you will only experience disappointment. Consciously refusing to fight does not mean giving up or letting your hands drop. It means, above all, not allowing power to those who are not worthy of it. It means choosing wisdom over brute force and enjoying inner peace instead of opening the door to anxiety. Lesson 2. Empty your cup of negative emotions. Emptiness is the starting point. To drink water from my cup, you must first empty your own cup. My friend, let go of all your prejudiced and fixed ideas and take a neutral position. Do you understand why this cup is so useful? It is because it is empty, said Bruce Lee. Difficult people can ruin our day with a single offensive phrase, and even if there is no real substance in what they say, it can still throw you off emotionally. That's why Tao gives this advice. The less attention we pay to such words, the more room we have to maneuver. Try to control your negative emotions. As soon as a negative person does or says something unpleasant, take a few deep breaths and count to 10. No one can spoil your mood unless you allow it. Try to quickly release emotions such as aggression, irritation, and anger, one by one. Your mind is like a clean house. Poisonous winds blow in through one window and out through the other. Lesson 3. Be active, not reactive. We constantly become victims of negative people. Gradually, so much irritation and disappointment builds up in us that we turn into a walking time bomb, a person who at some point may react in an inadequate way, and then we inevitably regret that reaction. Tao advises learning to be active. That is, you need to be able to guide what is happening, not just passively watch it. Every time you encounter a difficult person, you should put yourself in their place and say to yourself, "This is really not easy." This phrase allows us to understand some important things. For example, it must be hard for my coworker to be constantly arguing with everyone, being absolutely intolerant and unable to control their emotions. Or it must be very hard for my friend to sit without work for so long and also suffer from his own difficult character. The ability to put yourself in someone else's shoes helps you gain better control over the situation. And our constructive criticism, thanks to this, becomes more accurate and more motivating. Lesson 4. The strength of bamboo. Sometimes our problems with difficult people reach the limit. We find ourselves cornered, feeling depressed, and even humiliated. In such moments, Tao suggests that we picture bamboo. It bends under the force of the wind, but does not break. Its flexibility allows bamboo to gain a special kind of strength. we are also capable of acting this way. If you feel you've reached your limit, it means it's time to become stronger. No, you do not need to use violence because real strength has nothing to do with violence. Real strength is the ability to respond correctly and hold yourself correctly in front of those who are trying to turn us into what we are not, weak and humiliated people. The hard and unyielding are disciples of death. The soft and flexible are disciples of life, says the Tao Te Ching.